This is Craig Simeon for the boxing mode. I'm joined tonight by Eric Olsen. Eric, how are you tonight, mate?
I'm alright. What's going on? Hello to everybody.
First of all, just to kind of tell everybody, this is something kind of different for me. I usually do boxing interviews and boxing trainers and stuff like that. Now, bare knuckle boxing tonight. Eric Olsen, I've seen a few of your contests over in the UK, and I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
How going back a little bit, have you always been involved in kind of boxing, MMA? Have you always been involved in that?
Yeah. I've been involved in it since I'm 11 years old. I started boxing at 11 to stay out of trouble, and it ended up getting me in more trouble. I started to learn how to use my hands really nicely. So, started amateur boxing at 11. Before that, at first grade, see over here in America, we have wrestling, Greco-Roman freestyle.
Yeah.
So I was wrestling from first grade all the way to ninth. And I saw boxing on TV when I was about 10 and fell in love with it. I sort of went down to a local gym and I started training and competing amateur. You're talking 11, 12, 13, very amateur, very young, but that's the best time to learn. You build up your basics, your jabs, your slips and all that. And, boxed throughout my teens on and off, got into a lot of trouble, a lot of jail time, a lot of youth home time, then prison time in my early 20s, boxing program in prison. So basically I was involved in it since I was 11 onward.
I only really recently heard of your name, maybe two years ago. Was it when was your first fight in the UK? A couple of years ago?
So it was about a year ago, I would say. I believe it was March 16th of last year.
Right.
I flew myself over because there's been a few American fighters that have taken people's money. The promoter, Joe and Jim, and they would get their flights paid for, or they'd get it sent to them to book their flights.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't show up, so they would just rip someone off. So I told Joe and Jim, look, I got money. It's not an issue to me. I'll pay for my own flight over. You match me up with a legitimate fighter. I don't want any easy fight. Match me up with a good fighter, and I'll pay for my own room and board, so you see I'm serious, and I'll come over and we'll do that. So I booked my ticket, flew myself over, stayed for 14, 15 days. Came in alone, no coach, no corner, made friends in England when I was there. I had one friend that I'd been speaking to on Facebook that was a kickboxer. Stayed at his place, paid for my room and board there, and they matched me up with Nathan Leeson, who was a very good glove boxer and undefeated at the time in bare knuckle, and he's still undefeated. We had a 5-round contest. I knocked him down in the second. He got up, he withstood the storm, and he outboxed me. He made a points win. But I wasn't dropped, I wasn't hurt. I've actually never been dropped in all 4 of my fights. Never been dropped, never been injured. I barely even get hit. My past 3 I haven't even been hit. So
I think the one performance that I always remember was you against Peter Radford.
yes.
There was a big size difference as well. You it looked as if you had a lot more experience than him.
Well, Peter is one of the only fights I have 62 fights to my name. If you count my amateur and then my professional fighting, I've fought from Muay Thai to K1 rules kickboxing, glove boxing to MMA, bare knuckle boxing. Peter is one of the very few people that I actually was concerned about because he hit like a Mack truck. But the thing with him is Peter didn't know his range. He's got arms as long as fucking tree trunks, but he doesn't know his range. So I actually counterfought him and was able to give him a standing count in the second round. To his credit, he did not fall down, but he got wobbled. They gave him the standing 18. And that was that. It went the distance. I won on points. Bloody fight. And I kept my head moving, and I worked off a lot of counter shots.
Your last fight, was it Sean George you were up against the last time out?
Yes.
I've been seeing a lot of messages and stuff on your Facebook account. Was there a lot of bit of rivalry between the two of you?
Oh yeah. Me and Sean, we don't like each other very much. And apparently, all of Wales doesn't like me because I don't like Sean. Give you a long and short of that one. I came over. I was flown over to fight Sean the first time. Everything was good. I think he was a little angry over some personal things. I'm not sure what his deal was. He expected to steamroll me. And the funny thing about these two fights is, for the first fight, I cut 27 pounds. I dropped 2 stone in 10 days. Showed up, didn't eat any food, didn't drink any water for a full, like, 35 hours. Did the weigh-in, because it's the same day weigh-in of the fight.
Yeah.
And I fought. And in my opinion, I won the fight. Now, the last round was cut short by a full minute due to a timekeeper error.
Right.
So I don't know if they have it down as a no contest to draw, but if you watch that fight, I worked him on my jab. I swole his whole left eye shut. He didn't mark me. He didn't touch me. They gave him the victory. He was mad that people were saying I won or that it was close.
Right.
I don't know. I guess he felt that he should have annihilated me. He couldn't, and he didn't. And then now you have the whole thing. I got a big mouth when people annoy me. He's got a big mouth, and that's what happened. So then they set the second fight. And in the second fight, I flew over, and jet-lagged and all, I mean, his face looks like he survived the horror movie. He barely hit me, and we agreed on the weight, 13 stone, 12 to 13 stone. I was 13 stone at the weigh-in, and I ripped his face up, battered him, and he won again on points. Not sure how, but far be it from me to disagree with judges. And then he got mad that people said, gee, your face is fucked up. I mean, he's walking around the event with ice packs wrapped around his head. It's starting to swell. I mean, I cut him up pretty bad. I banged him up really bad. And he made it very personal, attacking my girlfriend, threatening attacking my sister, my family. He took it outside of the spectrum of just the normal trash talk, banter. So it became a very personal, like, bashing me because I'm from America, making it like a rivalry between, it is what it is, fuck him. He left, he retired because of me. He doesn't fight for you, B-Bad anymore, because he knows everybody at, look, so he was 12 stone, 11.5, 11.9 stone. Who's he going to fight? He beat a few people, cool. Who's he got to fight? Me again? I already mangled him twice. Nathan Leeson beat me and would box his head off. Liam James, although I don't like Liam would break him down. Scott Ridgely would decapitate him. So he jumped ship. He said, no more, I'm done. And I think he's pursuing a job raising sheep or something in Wales. That's some fun.
Next fight is against Scott Midgley. How do you feel about coming over to the O2 Arena? Will that spur you on boxing in front of a big crowd?
You gotta understand, with me, I grew up in Long Island, New York. I don't come from a particularly rich family. I don't come from a particularly poor family, middle-class family. I've been being told my whole life, stop punching people in the face, Eric. It's never going to get you anywhere in life. From first grade on, they've been telling me to stop putting hands on people. I'm now fighting at the O2 Arena in London in front of all those fans. So to me, it's an amazing step from beating people up from the fucking classroom to the street, to boxing rings all over New Jersey and Long Island, to now I'm getting a fight on a massive venue in London. That's, it's spurring me on. I'm going to fucking stop. And I think it's amazing. I can't wait to be over there. I love fighting in England. It's a big thing.
Have you got any kind of goals you've kind of set yourself?
Oh, yeah. Well, the first goal is going to be to make short work of Scott. A lot of these people back him up because they've seen him beat a bunch of, novice fighters that have, 0-6 records. And I'm not taking anything away from Scott's opponents that he's beaten up, but you can't claim to beat top-tier opponents when you're beating low-tier opponents with low-tier records. The first goal on this trip is going to be to shut Bradford up. Everyone in Bradford that's been talking like they know boxing has never had a boxing fight in their life. They don't even know what they're fucking looking at. And I'm going to make short work of Midgley based on our styles. I don't see him being able to do anything to me that I haven't seen before.
Finally, Eric, have you got any special words you'd like to give out to anyone?
Any special, shout-outs? Oh, yeah. Well, shout-out-wise, I'd like to just thank everybody of Primo Bella Rosa, Andy Filardo. Well, I got out of prison when I was 25 years old, and I stayed out by involving myself in the kickboxing circuit in Long Island, New York. So I'd like to give a shout-out to Andy Filardo, who started all this off with me when I was 25. Primo Bella Rosa, Anthony Giacchina, he's a Bellator fighter. He's fighting in Madison Square Garden in June. Kenny Foster, Sean Larkin. There's a few, if you could just let me go on for a minute.
No, that's fine.
Thomas English, Mueller, down at Comac MMA. All these people are local fighters. A lot of them, like Kenny Foster is a Bellator fighter. Anthony Anthony's a Bellator fighter. English is a Bellator fighter. They let me come in. They give me a lot of sparring. I get to work with them. Primo Bellarosa is an ex-pro. He's now my coach. Andre Androsi, I'm going to be working with him doing some mix. So all these people basically put together, they put in their own pieces, and I pick and choose what works for my style. So without them, I wouldn't be able to get to the point of being flown over to the O2 Arena in London to beat up Scott Mixley and take over Bradford.
Appreciate your time, Eric. Thanks very much for that, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the interview. I mean, if you want to ask anything else, we've been pretty tame with some of my comments. I could get more in depth if you would want. It depends on what you want to hear.
No, you fire on you go, fire away. Have you got anything you'd like to say to anybody, or any?
Yeah, I'd like to say a lot to two particular people. One person, he's from Newcastle. His name's Liam James. He's the water boy of Conor McGregor. Me and Liam were set to fight last year. He pulled out of the fight saying he had a broken arm, a broken hand, a broken foot, a broken knee. He pulls out of the fight. When I get rematched, he then takes another fight 2 weeks later. All of a sudden, his broken bones, they're not there anymore. That's fucking magical. Now the guy fucking gets stopped in the second round and he retires. And he keeps talking ill of me. Liam, I will beat you fucking black and blue in that ring, and you know it. That's why you pulled out. Secondly, I've never been dropped, and I'm not ever going to be dropped. And I've never been stopped, and I'm not ever going to be stopped. And that is what it is. Not in bare-knuckle boxing, I'm not. This isn't kickboxing. And as far as Sean George goes, you know, he retired. You can say what you want. You won a points decision. Your face looked like hamburger meat, and you retired from UB Bad because of me. And you want to come back and have a third one? Do it. I'll put more scars on your face. Every time your kids see your scars, they can ask, Daddy, what happened to your face? And you can tell them about the horrible yank that did it to you. And I want to say thank you to all the English fans and friends that I have. And I want to say fuck you to all the fucking non-English, all the fans I don't have, all the people that want to see me get knocked out. It's not fucking happening, motherfucker. Trust that. Bet that. I'm the only American worth watching over there. Fuck Melvin Gillard and the rest of fucking whoever in my weight division. I'm the only American that comes over and sells more fucking tickets than people that are fucking from England. It's me you all want to see, and it's me you will see.
Thank you. Is that you? Anything else? No?
Yeah, just going to be an easy fight for Scott. I'm going to mangle his face, and I'm going to put him down off of the jab. I'm going to show him he needs to fucking go to a boxing gym and learn some footwork.
Thanks very much for your time, Eric, and I wish you all the best in your upcoming fight.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Right, I'll speak to you soon, mate.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.